I don't want to lead a life of mediocrity. Waking up at 5 AM, going to a job that I find no meaning in, working the bare minimum, leaving work on time, spend the rest of my day watching anime or playing computer games, rinse and repeat this routine for the next 5 days, all in exchange for a short fleeting 2 days of weekend. I don't want to waste my youth and repeat this routine for the next 50 years of my life. To some, it may sound like an amazing routine, leading a mediocre life, putting in mediocre effort for mediocre results, nothing extraordinary, enough to get you by. If you're happy leading life like this, it's not wrong and I'm happy for you. You have achieved your perfect life. However, for me, I feel like there's way more to life than this. That life is way more than just doing what you're told, whether it be your parents or your work supervisors, and following the crowd. There's so much to see, so much to experience, but none of that can be achieved by leading a life of mediocrity. If you're truly fine with leading a mediocre life, good for you. That's a life that you can achieve right now. Do what you're told, don't do anything too extreme that will make you stand out too much. Put in the least amount of allowable effort and just let life take you wherever it wants to take you. But with that said, you cannot do this one thing. You cannot dream. You cannot dream of being rich. You cannot dream of success, of standing on the world stage for your craft, for financial freedom in your youth, or the freedom to travel the world. Why can't you dream? Well, didn't you say that you want to lead a mediocre life? That it's perfect for you? That you're okay with leading this life of mediocrity? If that's the case, why are you dreaming? Why are you dreaming for more when you already said you have everything? That you're content with what you have? The things that you are dreaming, they're not something that you can achieve by leading a mediocre life. Being rich is not normal. Having the ability to go digital nomad and travel the world is not normal. Getting that six-pack abs is not normal. So why are you lying to yourself that you're okay with a life of mediocrity when you're not? Why are you lying to yourself that it's okay to dream while leading a mediocre life? You want it. A part of you, deep inside of you, knows that you want it. A part of you wants to achieve greatness. A part of you knows that you can achieve way more than just this. So why are you holding yourself back? I've been taught all my life to go to school, study hard, get a good job, save and invest for 7% returns, and hopefully by 60, I'll still be alive and not on a wheelchair to enjoy my millions. Oh, you think saving, investing, living below your means, be responsible on how you spend your money is a life led by the extraordinary? That's the most difficult lie to see through because we have been sold that lie since we were born. It sounds great. After all, you're being responsible with your money, but you're selling your soul for what? Millions of dollars to spend when you're on a wheelchair? Your youth, your sanity, your freedom, your family, friends, and everything. All for that? Isn't that no different than those that waste their youth away partying and living paycheck to paycheck? Isn't that the real insanity? If you're given a chance to sell 5 decades of your life for $1 billion, would you do it? That's essentially the same thing as leading this mediocre life that you're living right now. Just imagine yourself playing a game where you have a stamina bar that consumes a little every time you take action on something. If you study, it consumes 20 points. If you work out, it consumes 15 points. As you do them, you'll level up accordingly and that stamina bar will reset every day. However, the caveat to that is as you get older, as you allow the days to go by without utilizing your stamina bar to level yourself up, your stamina will reset every day regardless whether you use it or not. The total amount of energy that you have starts to decrease, while the energy required to do certain things increases. When you're older, instead of having 100 stamina points, you have 50, and this time, working out consumes 40 points instead of just 15 when you are younger. This is exactly how it is in the real world. You work so hard for mediocre results, or you barely work at a time in your life where you have the most energy. Isn't this the real insanity? In fact, doesn't that sound worse than your preconception of a mediocre life? I don't want to lead a life of mediocrity. I know there's way more to life than what a mediocre life can offer. Is it going to be easy to achieve the extraordinary life that I've always wanted? Obviously not. But if I know what I don't want, it makes it that much easier to decide what I should be doing instead. If I want that six-pack abs, I have to be willing to get up at 5 AM every day to get my workout in. If I've always wanted to create videos and share my stories to the world, I have to overcome that societal judgment and just post that first video. If you want to be financially free in your youth while you still have the energy to spend all that money, you must take action. Pursue that career that you have always wanted and excel in it. Start a business or do whatever that needs to be done to help you achieve that goal. You clearly knew that you don't want to lead a life of mediocrity. Don't lie to yourself that you're okay with working at your 9 to 5 for the rest of your life for a mediocre paycheck. You want more. You know there's more to life than just this. You want extraordinary results. You want to lead an extraordinary life because you only have this one chance at life. So why settle for less? But if you want to lead an extraordinary life, you have to do extraordinary things. Playing video games all day is not extraordinary. Watching anime and dramas is not extraordinary. Grinding hard on your goals when everyone is still asleep is extraordinary. Going for that 10-kilometer run is extraordinary. Spending your Friday nights working on your business while your friends are engaged in debauchery is extraordinary. Is the grind mentality toxic? How about this? Going to a job that you hate every single day for the rest of your life is toxic. Wasting your youth away on debauchery when you're at the peak of your potential is toxic. Thinking that a mediocre life is all there is to life is toxic. The people that are telling you that the grind mentality is toxic are the ones that are toxic. So go out there, grind hard, fuck that mediocre life, and achieve your fullest potential.